Hi everybody. So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the new London Skyline Lego architecture set. This is set number 21034 and definitely one for adult fans of Lego, I feel. This was actually an exclusive to the Lego store in Covent Garden, London when it opened in November last year, but the set has just been released to Lego fans all over the world, like myself, and I've been very keen to get my hands on this. I have a few Lego architecture sets, but I do have some catching up to do. And the first one I got was actually this one, the Empire State Building, which is a memorable edition. I actually got this at the Empire State Building on my first visit to New York back in 2011. So I've collected a few pieces since then, but as you might have guessed from the accent, I'm not originally from the United States, and I've visited all of these places before. And I'm very excited to get this representation of the capital city of my home country. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. You can actually see that we have a skyline of London. This is actually a composite. You know, you wouldn't look at London and see it exactly like this. All of these buildings and landmarks are in different places. Let's flip it over and I'll walk you through exactly what features and landmarks we have in here. So first of all, we have Trafalgar Square. You can see here we've got the National Gallery, lots and lots of famous paintings in there, including Van Gogh's Sunflowers. You can also see here we've got Nelson's Column with one of these micro figures. Then we have Big Ben. Now, a common misconception about Big Ben is that the clock tower is Big Ben, and you know, it's situated at the Houses of Parliament. Actually, Big Ben is the name of the bell that sits within the clock tower, not the clock tower itself. We also have the Millennium Wheel, which is what it was originally called, now been renamed to London Eye. It was bought by Merlin, and that's a major attraction in London. You get fantastic views from the top here of all of the features of London. And then finally we have Tower Bridge, one of the most iconic sites in London. I've been across a few times. It's a great thing to go and see. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this up and see what we've got inside. Something else I noticed before I opened the box, you've actually got some dimensions on here to tell you what to expect. The actual width of the skyline is 11.2 inches and it's going to be a little under 6 inches high, 5.9 inches. I've no idea whether these things are to scale. That will be interesting to take a look at that to see whether the London Eye is the right scale compared to Big Ben. Actually, having been on the London Eye, it's considerably bigger than Big Ben, so yeah, it's very unlikely this is going to be to scale, but it's a fun piece, fun representation of London. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box. Okay. So, we have several boxes and the usual more premium manual building instructions that you get with the Lego architecture sets. And see, most of the pieces are in bags, not numbered, so this is a relatively small build. And we also have these pieces loose, which look very much like these are going to be the outer representation of the London Eye. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I've forgotten with these architecture builds, they don't actually throw in a brick separator. They often do with the more premium ones. Doesn't really matter. We have a few of these from previous builds, so we're not going to use one of those today. So let's take a look at the manual. So yeah, very nice, and as you'd expect with one of these Lego architecture pieces, lots of information about London. You can see the Tower Bridge there, and then the individual places that are featured within the build. So here we have the National Gallery, Nelson's Column, which sits in Trafalgar Square where the National Gallery is. Then we've got Big Ben, as I explained. You know, Big Ben is the bell within the bell tower. And then the London Eye, or as it's more commonly remembered by Londoners, the Millennium Wheel, because it was built to celebrate the millennium in the year 2000. And then finally tower bridge. So now I'm guessing we'll be onto the build instructions. Oh no! First of all, we get the instructions. Sorry, the background also in French. Le Tower Bridge. I'm sure that should be Le Tour something. And then, yep. Then we have it in Spanish. Punta de la Tour. And that's interesting. So they're actually showing the brick separator here. But unless I'm mistaken, no, there's definitely not one in the box. I know they sell these things in the Lego store. I mean, I must have $100 of brick separators here at least. So yeah, I'm not sure I would rush out and buy one of those, but they do come in useful from time to time. So here we go. We've reached the build instructions. So let's go ahead and build it. And here's the completed Lego architecture set of the Skyline of the City of London. It took me a little over an hour to put this together. Quite a fiddly challenging build, but not too bad. The pieces I really enjoyed putting together. Big Ben was a cool aspect of the build, and Tower Bridge was probably my favourite. My least favourite aspect of this set has to be the London Eye. That was really fiddly to put together. I don't like how the wheel doesn't meet the spindle in the middle, and it was really tough to get it to be, you know, precisely round. Even now I'm not very happy with the shape of the wheel. I'm going to have to play with that some more. I do like the amount of detail they were able to get into the National Portrait Gallery and Trafalgar Square itself. As you can see with Nelson's column, you've got a little micro figure in there, and he's really quite detailed. I don't think I'll be able to zoom in with enough clarity on this video. Also nice to have the printed piece that says London, which is undoubtedly going to be unique to this set. There is a full-on, full-scale, well, you know, much bigger scale version of Big Ben available to buy, which looks like a very good build, and you know, looking forward hopefully to getting that at some point in the future. Let's take a look at Tower Bridge. This is a pretty faithful representation of Tower Bridge. A lot of cool detail, including the drawbridge. I really like the way the clear bricks were put on there to represent the River Thames, and the nice detail of the little representation of a boat going underneath. Yeah, very nice. The other nice feature was that we got a spare Nelson from Nelson's column. A tiny little micro figure here. As you can see by the size of my finger, you know, this really is a small element, and a lot of detail in there. Even if we turn it over, you may not be able to see this, but you can actually see the little studs on the back of his legs. Very cool little piece, and nice to have a spare. And here's the set viewed from the rear. Still a lot of nice detail going on here. You know, if you wanted to display it in a cabinet where you can see it from all angles, no disappointment from the back. So that brings us to the end of the build of the London Skyline. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing some more builds very soon, including an awesome Lego Batman movie set, and lots of other good stuff coming up. So please subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.